Hey, I'm here. I'm still here. I don't need glasses though, unless you write something. Then I gotta put them on. But yeah, there was a really good video come out today. Um, it's titled "Forrest Fenn Treasure Searcher Roast Glenn." The guy that got the helicopter and went up near. I don't know if it was in Yellow. Oh, it was north. It was in Montana. Went up there. Came up from Australia, get a helicopter and everything to go look at something that he saw on Google Earth. But yeah, I titled this "Too Far to Walk" because I was, and it's got the thumbnail is the Forrest Gump. Too far to walk. It's too far to walk. You're going to drive your car. So you go from where warm waters halt, and to get to the treasure, you're going to drive your car because it's too far to walk. There's people that think that it's within 500 feet of where you start, and there's no such thing as that. It covers a vast area and goes quite a ways, miles and miles. And the stuff, the hints are all along that path is where these formations are that remind him of his past and stuff. What was the other thing? Oh, yeah, the video that was on was this one here. This one, the Fenn searcher. It's a Forrest Fenn treasure searcher roast Glen. You'll want to see that one. It's hilarious. Yeah. So yeah, I went down and seen Forrest, and I got a nice picture of his belt buckle. Let me see. Do I have that? Recent. I'll get it open. I'll show you the new picture I have of his belt buckle. It's pretty neat. And there was a I'm going to open the other one. I found two elephants in Santa Fe, one on either side of Collected Works bookstore. There's one on the corner on the street along the side of the Blue Corn on the east. No, I don't know what direction those streets are. Santa Fe's all twisted. And there's one on the opposite corner of the block from Collected Works. There's an elephant over there too. And there are two elephants at the Fenn Galleries by the pond. I don't know how many might be inside there. um, oh, geez. These, I don't know why the computer, you got to keep telling it, hey, I want to sort by date modified. And you got to keep adding it to the list. It's like, you stupid computers. Um, so, yeah, I seen Forrest, and, he's not going to give me any, if you know something, he's not going to give you any assistance at all. If you bring up something that is irrelevant, you're scaring me, But if you bring up something relevant, it's funny, Oh, no, don't bring that up. Don't bring that up at all. Don't even discuss that. It's too relevant. um, so his belt buckle on there now. So I asked him if I could get a picture of his belt buckle. There it is. So that's the belt buckle. Somebody asked me, what color is his belt buckle? I think I saw him with a green belt buckle. Yeah, there's some green in there, a little bit of green. There's some blue, turquoise colored blue. And there's some red, and there's some yellow, and there's some orange. And so I said, yeah, his belt buckle's the colors of the rainbow. There's a lot of colors in there. And you can even pick out, there's some things that could be thought of. They have rock that jasper and stuff that you see patterns in it. So if we zoom in on his belt buckle, like this one here, there's something going on in it. You could make an image out of it. This one has maybe those are somebody's glasses, and this is a nose, and it's eyeglasses. But it's a beautiful buckle. And I'm sure when it was made, they laid it all out, and I don't know, they glue them in there. They would have to have some type of epoxy, something to hold them in there steady. And then you could epoxy the whole top and then polish it, and that would glue them all so they wouldn't come apart. But that's kind of how I'm going to do my mammoth one. So what else? I'm afraid to. There, yeah, that's the same buckle with my little logo. But this was a great video, man. I'm sure I know who did that. Oop. Lost my paper clip that was in my little hole for holding my camera. Yeah, it was a fun time down there. I got kicked out of they kicked back out of the bookstore, so I had to go I tied him up on a post out there next to another dog that was actually the one enticing him. There's a female dog outside, and he wanted to play with her, and so I put them out there to play, and then they play a little bit, and then they both sound the same when they bark, because they're about the same. He's probably got some of that breed in him. That's because they were exactly the same size. So he was having fun with that little dog, but they started barking outside. Then they closed the door, so yeah, I didn't really feel welcome by the bookstore, at least. He didn't bark that much. It was more of a more of a howl. That's not barking. He was crying for his girlfriend outside. But then we went over to the Blue Corn and was there for a couple hours, and then the crowd got really loud, and he was loud dogs will sing along, and he was singing along with the crowd, I guess, and you couldn't even hardly hear him over with the noise of the crowd in there, and they go, oh, well, the dog's barking, you're gonna have to take the dog outside. So that was the end. I said, okay, I'd drive back up to Colorado, get out of here. That's one thing when they're planning these events, try to have venues that are friendly to somebody. You're traveling with your pet, and I don't have a big budget for dog kennels and stuff like that, and Yeah, so you try set up a venue outdoors, outdoor venue, where a dog's welcome. Because you I know there were other people that had been at things before with their pets, and it's just not right to try and bring. Let's set it up inside a hotel. Yeah, okay. Well, I'm not gonna go. I'm not even gonna go again. Because if it's not like a park or somewhere or an outdoor patio bar, I'm not even gonna plan on going. It's like, why go? I'm gonna get kicked out. I'm gonna try and come in with my dog and get kicked out because the dog went, you know. So yeah. Um, Oh, yeah, and Jack was you turn around and somebody's giving Jack you got Jack drinking out of their margarita. So uh that could have made him I don't know. I think he may have just been howling he wanted some water mate. I don't know. What you know. But he wasn't that you couldn't hear him over the crowd. Um yeah, too far to walk. It means that it's not where warm waters halt and where the treasure is a great distance. It's not something you want to walk. Yeah, people have walked it, like Forrest Gump, walking back and forth across country. I met a guy right here walking through the walking by. Uh, he had survived cancer and he was walking to Los Angeles to thank the doctor that saved him. And I interviewed him. I have a video of that. It was 2 years ago, or maybe early last year. I don't know. So, it's just too far to walk. Some people will walk long distances, but when you're 70 years old, you were 60 like me, that's too far to walk. Even where warm waters halt is too far to walk also. So you don't even go there. You just get in your car and drive, and you stop at these pullouts and enjoy the views along the way. And the places in the poem are all like bus stops. They're waypoints on the way there. See, I'm a duck, all backwards. It's UO, not OU. So, yeah, nobody really wants to watch me, so I'm going to quit for now. Have a good day. I was just at that point and hadn't been on for a little bit, but you see, hey, big shoes. You see Toby. Toby was there. Shelly wasn't there, and maybe she didn't feel safe. I don't know. What do you, throw water on her and make her melt? uh, yeah, I was there. I wasn't going to be run off and excluded because of one pair of people, you know. And I talked with Jason Eunice. He's pretty friendly, I seen his art there, and actually took a picture of Forrest, and his mirror almost blurred Forrest out. It's like the sunburst behind Forrest, kind of. But yeah, he was a nice guy. Um, Toby didn't want to apologize for them banning me from their channel and stuff. And really, they started it with, "Oh, Bill Gorman just personally insulted me over an imagination comment." Yeah, Uh, no, he didn't. I didn't fight with Toby. I seen him over there. I seen him moving the camera to cut me out of the picture. Oh, we got to move it. Bill Gorman's in that shot. Move it a little bit. Cut him out because I was standing over. I was over by the door because the dog was outside, and I was in and out of the door. After keeping the dogs quiet, and then they closed the door. Yeah, and then it got hotter than shit in there. I got bad thyroid and autoimmune issues, and I sweat very easily. And that door was letting the cool air come because it was nice outside. It was beautiful, maybe 70 degrees or 75 outside, but it was like 85, 90 inside that bookstore. It was miserable. I couldn't, sweating my ass off. That's the other reason to have an outdoor venue in Santa Fe because it's a lot more pleasant than standing around inside a place where, you know, I don't know if the biddies there keep it hot like it hot like women like it hot and men like it nice and cool, you know. So when it gets hot and you're sweaty and you start you sweat and then you start stinking and who wants to be hot? I want to be nice and cool, you know. So yeah, the door was nice and letting the cool breeze was coming through there and keeping me cooled down a little bit because if you went into that bookstore, man, it was like an oven in there. It was terrible. Um, yeah, outdoor venues. And you know what? Dorothy had asked me to leave, or asked me to take Jack out. Wanted Jack to leave at least, not necessarily me. But what am I? He's got to be near me. I'm not. I didn't want to leave him in the car and have somebody, in the windows down and somebody come break the windows out and all that. You don't know what's going to happen. But Dorothy Massey asked me to leave, and I'm related to Daniel Massey Ferguson Massey. They're my cousins. They're all of Daniel Massey's descent. He was my cousin. My Hannah Bradley, my family, Nathan Bradley, and one of his son, his one of his sons married one of or his daughters married one of the Masseys, and so I've got the book on the Massey family of Ontario, Canada, from Canada, and that's where they were up in Grafton, Ontario, and I've been to their cemetery and they're Massey's and Bradley's all in the cemetery. They all lived in the same, related to my Rogers family and stuff. Because I have once if you find out that you're related to half the community there in these old towns, if you're related to one person there, the town is made. They were like family. The colonies were almost family things. My ancestors were given each 40,000 acres of Vermont. Robert Rogers and James Rogers each had 40. James bought half of Robert Rogers' land to bail him out of debtor's prison in England. And so my ancestor, James Rogers, ended up with 69 square miles. It was. So it was 45,000 acres or something like that. and you only need 160 acres for a square mile. So that's how you. He owned two and a half townships. Robert Rogers owned Hubbardton. James Rogers owned Grafton and Windham, Vermont, the townships. And so I know my ancestors left somebody in charge of handling his land and monies from his lands, and that money didn't make it back to the family. And there can be, I need a good real estate lawyer, and me and that real estate lawyer can end up with a lot of land in Vermont. you know, my cousins too can, because I'd only, you know, 100 acres would be enough for me. Each of my cousins. Oh, Jack's barking. But I'm about down there. I saw the. I made it. Thank you. Be one of King Mammoth. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, they were mammoths. I mean, my mammoth can squish DeCall's salamander. You just step on it. Salamander squish. Might slip on it. But I think the mammoth is more important than the salamander. Why is that giant elephant statue by the pond at Fenn, at the Matacusi? I mean, I think if I'm going to name an art gallery, I'm going to name it something easy to pronounce and easy to remember. Because if you got a name that's hard to pronounce, you can't spell it right, you want to look it up, and you can't find it because it's a difficult name to spell. It's a difficult name to get right. And you come up with all kinds of stuff like salamanders and things. But yeah, I think it'd be the Mammoth Gallery. Yeah. Yeah, the American Mammoth Gallery. Yeah. Because there was more than one mammoth, and some of these pictures, it showed people with their arm over the top of a man, standing there with their arm over the top of a mammoth. So they were like baby mammoths, maybe, or something that they were holding. Um, so Jack's barking at deer in the forest. It's usually what he's barking at. Something out in the woods. Woke up, it was raining. It's turned beautiful, and I'm gonna go search a couple spots. So I gotta check some of these spots. Running to Santa Fe. I ran up to Salida. 2 days later, ran to Santa Fe. Yesterday, I ran to Pueblo and back. And but I got back, and it was just totally soaked here. So it's like it rained like hell anyhow. So may as well. But today's a good day for searching, I think. I think we already had the rain for today. It says 20% chance. And so, yeah, go watch that video. Forrest, Fenn, Treasure Searcher, Roast Glen. Yeah, that's a good one. I'm wondering, who are the actors he's gotten for these? Busy man. Yep. Thanks. Yep. Show us the belt buckle photo. Oh, okay. I'll show you that again. There it is. There. Yep. Boom. That's the belt buckle. So you see, it's really artistic itself. You know, you can. It looks like reminds me of the Wild Wild West intro screen with all the squares of pictures. You know, each piece is a piece of art. You know, each piece of turquoise in there has its own beauty. You know. Come on, camera. Oh yeah, yeah. I'm gonna fix me something to eat and then go treasure hunting in the real spot. Oh, some of the place. It's one of them places that the dog doesn't like to go. You know, because there's thorn bushes and rocks that you mingle through. I don't know, eh, and all that. Oh, the one thing. If what's his name? Uh, Sean Martinez. If you're watching, I think I figured out why my dog growled at your girlfriend. I think she has a cat because I think the only cat my dog has encountered was a mountain lion, and and it scared the hell out of him. So he if he smell a cat, he would growl. I would think. So I think he growled at Sean Martinez's girlfriend because I believe she has a cat. He does. The cat scared the hell out of him. I smell a kitty cat. Who was that? Oh, oh well. Elmer Fudd. Yeah, I smell a rabbit. So, okay, I'm done. That's half an hour. Not many people watching, but I did get out some. If you think that it's someplace you can walk to from where warm waters halt, and it's within 500 feet of there, you're wrong. It's too far to walk. You're gonna have to drive to these places. Even the heavy loads, the water high is a walk, quite a walk, or you can drive there from the heavy loads. You can and but the water high and the heavy loads are both considered at no place for the meek. It's a area. No place for the meek is an area. The water high is is a location, and the heavy loads uh, covers a good area because heavy loads. If you got a heavy load, it's going somewhere. It's not staying at the same place. It's got a distance to travel, so your heavy loads do cover a vast area. The water high might cover a square mile, um, but um, yeah. No place for the meek covers about say 10 or 15 miles, maybe 20 miles. Yeah, about 15 miles, I think. I think it's 15 because I'm actually at no place for the meek and tired and weak. Tired and weak is right next to no place for the meek and below the water high. The water high is the same elevation as Mount Blaze. And water high's name, it means something that can be interpreted as a blaze. So, paperclip. That's it. 30 minutes done. See ya. Have a good day. Good luck searching. If you're around here, stop and say hi. Don't go searching around me and not say hi. You know. We'll see ya.